10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's James here with my good pal Derek for the Beauty Business Reset, BBR for short. And we have our very good friend Tracy with us today from salontraining.com. And for any of you that were on live this morning that saw what they had cooking, we're just going to give you a reminder for anyone that's not signed up or not connected yet. But Tracy, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be back.
Hey, Trace.
Hey, Derek.
So Tracy, just give us a little bit of a rundown. I've seen everything on the site. I mean, Tracy and I have talked about this for the months while she was sort of working out some of the new incredible features that the site has. But give us a little bit of an overview. What's the difference between 1.0 and now the newly remodeled Salon Training 2.0?
I think it's like a million times better. I am so excited. And if you got to see it, like you said this morning, there's so many new features. So our first round was just live education. You had to be there in real time with the educator. This one has a couple different options for classes. So has has in-person classes, virtual live, pre-recorded. And if you're looking for something for live, for example, you can type in your zip code, you can type in a city, you can say, you know what, I'm going on vacation and I want to take some classes while I'm in New York or California or wherever. You can type that in, which is really cool. There's also jobs, which I don't know about you guys watching, but every industry that I've been talking to, everybody is looking for employees and team members. So we definitely wanted to do that. And we're offering the first 3 months for salons completely free. So if your salon or spa is hiring, all you have to do is go in, create a listing, sign up, and there's no cost to you. And then we help promote your job to thousands of people because we're going to be at Columbus, Ohio at Premiere. We're having our own hair show next year, and Mentors and Masters, which I know you guys are going to be at. So finally get to hang out. So there's so many different features. There's those, and then there's also product companies. If you're looking for salon gear, if you're looking for a cool new hat or a purse or something, or a pair of shears, the Wilson shears are on there. There's so many really cool options. And then there's a marketplace. So if you are a cosmetology student and you're looking for a new pair of shears and the budget's maybe not right there for a brand new one, you can find really awesome ones that are listed on here.
Yeah, and and I think one of my favorite things about it was it's got so much stuff, but it's very streamlined. So it kept everything sort of in its own bucket, which was great. And the marketplace is really interesting because, as you guys know, if you're a salon that was able to upgrade equipment and you say, man, these chairs or sinks have definitely a few more years of life left on them. As somebody on the green side of the world, we love to try to give things that are hard to recycle a new home. But that was great because that's such a hard thing to find. Facebook Marketplace does its own little things. Sometimes you see listings, but what happens is everything gets so watered down if people start posting. I know even we don't allow those in the BBR group, but people that are posting that things are for sale and things like that, they're just so all over the market. And even the communications, if you are the one trying to sell it, it's really difficult. So that's kind of a cool thing. Listen, the live education obviously is working its way into a big comeback, which is great, but don't sleep on the fact that now you can watch a lot of these classes at your convenience, because if that's one thing we learned coming out of this whole nonsense is the flexibility needs to be there. And it's hard. Education is tough. If a lot of live classes are Sundays or Mondays, we have kids, it's not as easy to go to something like that without having a lot of planning involved. So it really gives you a ton of flexibility, which I think that's probably my favorite part.
And I know you said about with kids and stuff, many times I was on with trainers or taking a class and I was homeschooling my children at the same time, and here they come and this one's running across with no pants on. I'm like sometimes live you just can't do sometimes, right? So pre-recorded is also such an awesome option. So, oh, hi Andrew.
There he is.
Hey.
What's going on, Andrew? So that's good. So there's a lot of there's just a lot of different facets to it. I love the recruiting aspect. So for any of you that are going to be, you'll see another call that we're going to do with Nikki and Iva about the recruiting component of mentors and masters. What we're hoping as the beauty business reset to do, like we've done for the last bunch of years, is to be able to put these pieces of the puzzle together for you. Because if you take the mentors and masters course, you use Salon Ninja to automate a lot of that employee onboarding, which is something else we'll get into in the next few weeks, and you have Tracy to give you the job listing, it just gives you all the openings that you possibly can to be able to cohesively put these things together. And even if that's the only thing you use it for, right? So that's what Tracy and I joked about yesterday, was even if you said, hey, I'm really only interested in the recruiting, or I'm really only interested in the Zoom recorded classes, there's something for everyone there. I mean, I'd hope you take advantage of more than just the basics, but I love the fact that there was really, for what it is, there was just really something for everyone to be able to take advantage of. And for those of you that like to take advantage of a lot of parts of something, there's way more content than there was the first time around, for sure.
Yeah, you definitely have to check it out. Guys, salontraining.com. Jump in there, check it out. There's a lot of people thought that coming out of COVID, we're back to live, right? But I see that more and more people are shying away from the lives and doing virtual education at their convenience online, because they learned through COVID, right? I can jump on and watch this stuff anytime. Shows are fun. They are, and we're doing them, right? We got a few coming up, but I find that I can concentrate or learn better from virtual training online, because it's more one-on-one than it is, a big crowd and people laughing, giggling, talking, all that stuff. So definitely, and most shows are a different format than, we'll take mentors and masters, for instance. They're a whole different format. They're strictly education. It's kind of, you could drop a pin in the room while it's going on and learn. So it's a good format, but the bigger shows are kind of really diluted. So virtual education is still around. Tracy's site, I have to say, pulling it all together in one spot is brilliant.
That's good. Hey, Tracy, so if they want to watch the recording again from this morning, can they get that through? Where should they look for that? In the Facebook group?
Yes, salontraining.com. There's a Facebook group, the Beauty Professionals Toolbox. And I just have to give a shout out to Joe Santi, because he mentioned like the beauty and toolbox. I'm like, I love it. So that's kind of how we adapted that with ours.
And if you guys know the thread that went around to trying to name that, there were some pretty funny names in there. So I'm glad that Joe did that, because the toolbox it was actually the perfect one. Yeah. Some of the other ones were pretty funny, which I'm not allowed to tell you.
Hey, I just want to make one comment as to what Derek said and what Tracy does, and it's about learning. There's a big difference between entertainment and real learning, and virtual gives us that opportunity to strip away the entertainment and sit down and really focus and do the learning that we need to do in order to get the result that the program was designed to get. So anyway, Tracy, I applaud you on the program and what you do, because it's great. And anyone out there, that is a way to do it. Not taking away from the live events, but learning that way is really separating ourselves from, the entertainment.
Yeah, and guys, you know what, to keep this in mind is that with the virtual, because it's so robust and there are so many classes, it's a great way to test the waters from a cost factor perspective. So if there was an educator that you said, well, I don't know if that technique is something I can do. Maybe you don't like razor cutting, but you're interested. The cost factor is so reasonable for you to just dip your toes in the water and see. And also, everybody had talked so much about challenging your staff to be moved into leadership type positions. And this is a great way, if you have someone on staff that wants to be able to reteach the rest of the staff, to give them the opportunity. So let them take the class, let them come back in, and there'll be so many follow-up calls when you find the few people that you're really attached to or really speak to you in terms of your culture or the techniques you use. There'll be more and more classes. So the opportunities are there. I mean, think of how many times a great line came out and you said, wow, we're going to do extensions now, and you take the intro class, and everybody's so jazzed up and excited, and then you don't see them again because they're touring the country for the release of this product, and there's no follow-up education. That's the most important part, in my opinion, is the follow-up is there, and you'll have access to all of that. So you can really use that to build on your training programs and build your leadership within your senior level team. So all really cool stuff, Tracy. We're really excited for you.
I think too, you guys know a lot of industry trainers, so if you don't mind me talking to them for just a quick minute. So the trainers, I had someone say before, well, why would I be on this site when I can be just on my own? Or why should I be on Canvas Me and yours? Canvas Me does jobs. They do amazing. Their product is absolutely phenomenal. You should be on everybody's stages, is my opinion. And everybody, you know, we should be on yours. You should be on ours. We should be starting to collect and group together, because people will see it from every different channel and say, you know what, I met James and now he can help me with this. I can see Derek, he has Salon Ninja, he can help me with my social media. And if you're just kind of all stuck in your own little mind and your own page, that's great. But if you can branch out and we can all start helping each other, I think that's great. So if you are a trainer, industry coach out there, you can definitely join salontraining.com. We have no splits. I don't take any money from any of the classes that you teach. It's basically, it became a directory for the beauty industry, because as a salon owner, I know I was tired of reaching out to, you know, trying to reach my reps, like, is there a class here? Is Cosmo, is Salon Centric, is this particular having a class? And it was so hard to find everything. So that's what we build, is one platform that trainers can come on, list their classes. And if you're looking for someone, like you said, James, if you're looking for something a class on a particular, you know, virtual or live or pre-recorded, it doesn't matter. All those options are on there for whatever you teach as a trainer. So people will read about you on there. So there's a really cool info. All of your social media links are attached to your profile. So if someone's typing in like, hey, I need social media training or business, the business one, you'll find Nikki Lee, you'll find Gino Stampora, you'll find so many different ones that are in there. If you're looking for cutting, you're going to find the Wilsons, you're going to find, you know, just different people. Read all about their bios. All of their information is in there. Social media links, emails, phone numbers, you know, that kind of stuff. So.
No, that's great, Tracy. Listen, we're really excited for the new version. Guys, check it out. We'll put the links in the comments here for you to check out. Obviously, it's pretty easy, salontraining.com. That's sort of the whole point, is make that a no-brainer. But we'll put the link to the Facebook group in there. And what we'll do is we'll actually share that to the BBR group, Tracy, so that the rewatch is there for them to catch the original video. But check it out. This is just the beginning. She'll have a bigger release in October when everything's sort of we'll call it a grand opening. Maybe we'll do a little ribbon cutting, Tracy, on BBR.
That'd be cool.
We'll get all our guest stars back on for you. But guys, thanks so much for being with us. Tracy, thank you so much. Congratulations. We're really excited to see where this version goes. And gentlemen, always good to see your smiling faces.
Good seeing everybody. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone.
All right, go. Derek signed off already. So we're going to edit the end of this and we'll flank it. I just want to make sure if there's anything, like if you have a blanket email and it's like, hey, here's this group, here's this thing, here's this, I can put that, have Derek put that all on the scroll at the end, and then we can just cut and paste from there, so it makes it easier. You're the first test case for that, because Derek's saying, I need all the websites. So if I could get them in one pocket, he could just take them from one format, whether it's a PDF or Word doc, it doesn't really matter. And this way it makes it easy to do the edit, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Listen, good luck on your release. We'll be watching, and have a nice Labor Day.
Hey, you too. Thanks,
right,
Andrew.
thanks.
Have a great one. Bye
Yeah.
now, guys. Thank you.